EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded near the back of the end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 34. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd
and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, Cowboys nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Letting one. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
First down.
First down carry by Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they... 47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Seahawks 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Jalen Smith. A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now.
2nd and 9.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
47 the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Out of the gun now on third down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
47 Mike, 47. Don't get nervous.
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
1 yard gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 19.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Aaron Jones. A 3-yard pickup.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
2nd and 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run by Bell here going nowhere as they'll hit him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he is able to get it back to right around the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Cowboys 42, Seahawks 7. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 38 yards. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
A 1st throw for the backup, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Pass complete.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around...
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now it's Wilson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. 3 yards the game.
Aaron Jones brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They go play action now. Wilson. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Number 13.
From a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside onside kick. Can't fault him for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw here. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Go 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl? Out street. Hey, check Mike 47. Check 19 light. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 47 Mike. 47. Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
Cowboys 10-yard line.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do it.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jordan Brooks in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You ain't doing nothing today. 47's the mic. Street. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll set up a throw. He'll fire deep downfield for left. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.